Hey everybody, welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with a U and not an E. And I just found out somebody got a book that what did it say? Get to know Grandma Hershey, something of. Anyway, they spell it with an E, and it's not Herlicia Hardaway who wrote it. So I guess somebody else got a Grandma Hershey. So anywho, my book is not going to say that. So anyhow, so if I can ever get the doggone cover sheet loaded, anyway, somebody pray for me because I got to get this book out. All righty, because I got like 7 more to go. So anywho. And hey, I missed you guys. So I don't know what happened with the butternut squash show. My thing said I had weak internet connection, and then it went away, and I thought I was recording. I was not. I was talking to myself. I was having so much fun. So anyway, it doesn't say anything crazy. I made sure there's nothing open on this laptop but you. Okay. So today is episode 103. Since we didn't do the soup, it didn't go through. So we're making this episode 103. We'll do the soup on episode 110. How about that? So, anywho, this is a chocolate cherry trifle. Mm-hmm. So, and how I came on the idea is that I just got back in town on Sunday, like 1:30 in the morning. Didn't get a chance to go to the grocery store. So I looked around and said, what do I have? And these ingredients came up with chocolate cherry trifle. Okay, and it's good. Mm-hmm. So the healthy highlights. So a 3/4 cup serving, it may be 1 whole cup, but it's 12 servings in the thing. So when you get through measuring, that's what it is, but no less than 3/4 of a cup. So calories 255, saturated fat 4.2. It's not bad for a dessert. Mm-hmm. Cholesterol 26.7, not bad for a dessert. The sodium 187.8. Really good. Mm-hmm. Carbs, overall carbs are 37.9. It's still considered low by the FDA. Sugar 27.1. So I would not eat more than 1 serving if you are diabetic or livingness friendly. Anywho, the protein is 4.7. That's good protein. And that's because of the sweeteners, okay? Because they block carbs, all right? Then that's not because of that. I'm so silly. That's the eggs, all right? It's the fiber that blocks the carbs. And that's 16.6, so it's high in fiber, all righty? And the net carbs is 21.3. It's not keto low, but it's low according to the FDA. So for dessert, that is really good. Mm-hmm. I tell you, who's on here? Thank you for all them hearts and things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, anywho, so I'm going to tell you what's in it. All right. And then we'll put it together because time is of the essence around here. We don't have all day. All right. Like my new hair. Enough about Grandma Hershey. Anywho, so what we did was we made Grandma Hershey's condensed milk from scratch, which is a low sugar condensed milk. Who is that? Hey, Henry, thanks for coming. And so I took a 12-ounce can of pet milk, evaporated milk, 1 cup of regular sugar, and a 1/2 cup of sweetener, whatever kind you use, okay? Then I took a box of the triple chocolate fudge cake mix by Betty Crocker. I made the cake and then I cut it in half and only use half the cake for this recipe. You can use the other half for another recipe or just eat it by itself on another day. Okay, or freeze it and use it for some other time. All right. Then I had a 1/2 cup of water. I use 1 regular egg, a large egg. Then I use a tablespoon and a half of liquid eggs. Now that's what half of the cake recipe is. So for the whole box, I did what it said. All right, but for the half, that's what it is. And then the vegetable oil is 1/4 cup. Hope that was right. Anyway, add half of a cake mix. You follow the directions on the cake mix. All right. Then the other ingredients is half of a small tub of zero sugar Cool Whip. Then there's 1 cup of the regular sour cream and 1 can of the light cherry pie filling. So that's how we got low sugar amounts for this dessert. So let's go ahead and put this together. So now I already made the cake. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine Grandma Hershey's condensed milk. I call it Grandma Hershey. Grandma Hershey came up with this idea. Okay. So anywho, I'm sure somebody else did it too. So we're going to take the condensed milk. Isn't that beautiful? I almost made caramels because I thought I set the timer for 10 minutes and I'm going like, why is this taking so long? So I know I'm cooked longer than 10 minutes, but that's all you need to cook it for. And the directions it's in the description box on YouTube thing here. And if you want the paper recipe, then email me, Grandmahursheycooks, all one word, spelled with a U, at gmail.com, and I will send you the recipe in paper form for you to print out. Okay. So, but if you go on the description part of this show, then you will find the recipe and you can copy and paste it and print it out later. Take a picture of it, whatever you want to do, boo, because I want you to make this dessert. It is so delicious. Okay. The only reason I'm not using the glass bowl to mix it in, because that's the bowl I'm gonna put it together in, because the Trifle bowl is put away somewhere because I didn't think I was gonna be making any more trifles before I move. So little that I know. See, that's what I get for thinking. That's what I get for thinking. All right, we got all of that in there. Then we are going to wipe Grandma Hershey's hand, because you know she can't stand stuff on her fingers. Let's get a napkin right quick. Okay. Okay. Got some condensed milk on my fingers. Put this in case I need it again. Then we're going to take the whipped cream and the sour cream, which I got in here in this container together. We're going to put that in this bowl with the condensed milk, which is, condensed milk is like Eagle brand, but Eagle brand had too much sugar. So I and whoever else thought of it put this together to make it a lot easier and friendlier for us. So these recipes that call for Eagle brand, now you can make your own, and you can enjoy those other recipes, like that lemon pie that people make. You can enjoy it with your own condensed milk. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to turn the beater on. So I'm going to be quiet and just smile while this is going. Okay. Okay. See, normally in the trifle, I have pudding with the whipped cream. And but Grandma Hershey didn't have no pudding. She has let's put it this way: pistachio and chocolate were my only options. I didn't have no vanilla. So that's how we end up with the condensed milk for the recipe, because we need something creamy and smooth, and that is, turn it right there. So that won't be in our way. So look at how nice and creamy this is. Wait a minute, hold on. I think it is. How nice and creamy that is. Okay. So now we're going to put our gloves on, because we got to play with our food. Plus, I don't want to touch it. It's just cake. You know how Grandma Hershey is. Put these gloves on. Glove number 1. And glove number 2. All right. Now, ready to do surgery. So when you get make the cake and you take your half out, you're going to cut it up into like some 1-inch cubes. All right. So we're going to take a third of the cake and put in the bowl first. See that? And it kind of, I don't know if I had enough what you call that, eggs, because it seemed to be crumbling apart. But anyway, we're gonna put a third of that on in the bowl. Then we're gonna take a third of this. I hope this thing don't block y'all's view. Okay, let's see how that works. Hey Tom, I'm glad you made it. We're gonna take a third of this and pour over the cake. Okay, nice and creamy. Yes. Woohoo. Now my grandson tasted it last night, and he said it tasted like cheesecake. He gave it a thumbs up. Thank you, Paul. Then we're gonna put another layer. Now, normally in a trifle, we'll have fruit on top of the what would normally be pudding. But since this is, I only have the 1 can of cherry pie filling, we're gonna put that on top. So we're gonna put another third of the cake on top of that. Make sure I don't put too much so I have some for the next row, because it's 3 layers all together. And it really is good. I didn't know how I was going to taste it after my grandson tasted it, and I'm going, this is good. And he suggests that you let it get cold first. So cold or not, it was delicious. So now we're going to put the other third on top. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that creamy and deliciousness? Yes. All right. Then we're going to put our final layer of chocolate cake on top of that. Hope I'm not blocking y'all's view. Woo. And this cake is not gluten-free because I didn't make it from scratch. But if you want your own chocolate cake from scratch, you can go get the cake recipe to the Black Forest cheesecake bars. And that chocolate cake really came out really, really good. It held up great, and it's gluten-free. And it's still low sugar and low carb. Okay. But that's the end of that. So we're going to put the last bit of the creamy stuff. Grandmahurshey cake, think it looks so good. It's got her mind captivated. Put the last bit on top. Yes, indeed. And I think that was on the Little Rascals when one of them would say, and the other one said, and how. I always think of the Little Rascals when I hear somebody say that, or when I say it. All right, it might be a little more than 3, but who cares? It also kind of tastes like that, and look like when you take it out of the bowl, like the cookies and cream ice cream. How that look? It look kind of like that too. All right, now we are going to take the cherry pie filling. And I got a spoon for that. We're gonna put that right on top. And right on top, the whole deal. That look delicious. I know, and I'm telling you, it is good. It is really, really good. And it's easy to make. Well, the hardest part was the condensed milk, I must say, because you have to stand up there and you have to actually stir it or it will bubble over. So you can't leave and let it cook on its own. But that's like when you make pudding and the frosting for German chocolate cake. You have to stand there and just bear it. Okay. So, but look how beautiful this is. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I want to show it to you face up. Isn't that pretty? Don't say. Yes, I'm taking the application for official tasters, Tom. If you lived around here, Tom, you would definitely be one of my tasters. Okay, so let me take my gloves out first. So Grandmahurshey, you know, she got to make sure it's not pausing. Okay, let's get the taster mode. Ta-da! And let's take some of this out. because when it comes out, then it don't be in place. See, it's so creamy. It just goes everywhere. But it is so delicious. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm trying to get more chocolate cake. Okay, here we go. I'll take a cherry to put on top so you can see how delicious that look. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ta-da! Let's make sure we got chocolate, cherry, and our sauce. Not sauce. Our filling. We'll call it that. Okay. Delicious. Mm-hmm. My grandson was right. I'm telling you, we're gonna take one for the team. All right. Take one for the team. See that chocolate cake? This is good. This will go in the second book, okay? If I can ever get the first one out. Oh, that's so good. So good. So, what I need you to do is I need you to hit that thumb. Hit that thumb. I really need you to click that thumbs up button, okay? And then, if you have not subscribed, I need you to click subscribe. And when you see the black bell, click that black bell. So whenever I come on, you get a notification, okay? My mouth is salivating. I can hardly talk. So then once we're done, which is in about a minute or two, I need you to share this recipe with everybody you know. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your neighbors, and share it with your enemies, because everybody got to eat, especially since a lot of people got laid off and fired. Okay? Somebody got to feed those people, and we're going to have to do our share. Okay? So, so although the show did not, that was with the strawberry banana pudding show when I was in Arizona, and my great granddaughter pulled the name, and it was my fault, not the computer fault. I didn't have it plugged in. My grandson ran upstairs to get the plug, and when I came back on, you couldn't hear nothing. So she did pull names for the book, and the winner is Phyllis Bursey, and she lives in Cahokia, Illinois. And I'm just gonna take hers in person since I'm not that far from there. Okay. But anyway, we're gonna have more raffles later on as we go along. So, but that's my first raffle for the first book, and it will be autographed by Grandma Hershey and personally delivered. So, anyway, now I gotta do the shout outs. I've been waiting to do the shout outs. I've been trying to do the shout out. So here we go. Tom, Marcy, Najee, Darwin, Aya, my sister, my niece in Colorado, Andreas, and my daughter and her daughters were at America Best getting glasses. And they mentioned Grandma Hershey, and he signed up and he watched the show. So shout out to you too, Morbid Met. Now, that's the name he had on there. I thank you for watching the show. And then shout out to my daughter Stephanie, to Tuka, my granddaughter, because they tasted it and they loved it. And to my grandson Jeremiah, we call him Moody. And to Regina and Kay and Brandy and Phyllis, who won the book, to my grandson's wife, my granddaughter-in-law, I don't know what to call her, Mary Ann, and Stephen, my grandson, her husband, for putting up with me when I was in Arizona. They were wonderful hosts and hostess, okay? And then shout out to my brother and sister-in-law, Hurley and Charlotte, because they put up with me for 2 weeks this last time, but I thank you. And they were great hosts as well. And then shout out to Sabelle and John, my score mentor. We had a meeting after the show. And to Soul, who is my great granddaughter who pulled the name. So don't get mad at Grandma Hershey and don't get mad at Soul. She's just a kid. And I already said my grandson Paul, and to Shelly and Diana, the chopper lady. So anyway, next week, we're going to have the cheeseburger soup. because that was the pick for March, from when we had the pick, the recipes, blah blah blah. Whew. Anywho, so next week we're going to make the cheeseburger soup, and we're going to choose. I'll give you the list of recipes to choose for April. Okay, so we do say time. Oh, thank you for sharing the recipe. We say, but he not gonna share his taste test portion. I don't blame you, Tom. I don't blame, because it is really, really good. So thank you, Tom, and thank you, Henry, for being on the show live. And thank you for whoever else is on the show watching. And when you watch on your own time, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. And I will see you next week with the cheeseburger soup. Mwah! Have a great week. Let's see how this mouse going to act. Oh, it's already acting up. Oh, no. There we go.